Hello everyone, and welcome to the show. Releasing a live album was like a rite of passage for any band worth their salt. It bottled that electric energy, that sweat-dripping, fist-pumping magic of a live gig. But with streaming and shrinking attention spans, the live album got lost. Reports of the live album's death have been greatly exaggerated. Our favorite artists are capturing unforgettable live moments on record, so buckle up, music lovers, for a sonic celebration of the greatest live albums of the 21st century. First up, we're kicking things off with Radiohead and their hauntingly beautiful live album, I Might Be Wrong, released in 2001. This album is all about atmosphere, spine-tingling melodies, and Tom York's voice. Recorded during their Kid A and Amnesiac tour, it captures Radiohead at their most experimental. And for die-hard fans, it holds a real treasure. The only official release of True Love waits. Next up, we've got the incredibly talented Mr. Ben Folds and his 2002 masterpiece, Ben Folds Live. Anyone who's seen Ben live knows he's a force of nature. He attacks that piano like he's got a personal vendetta against it, but it always turns into the most beautiful music. And this album strips everything back, just Ben and his piano, laying bare his soul for all to hear. Every note, every word feels so intensely personal, like he's singing just to you. Did you really think we'd skip Queen Bey? Her 2019 album Homecoming is a cultural event. Hits, dance moves, outfits, and Beyoncé's unstoppable power. Feel the energy radiating through the speakers. Let's rewind the clock and talk about the White Stripes. Their 2010 album documents their 2007 tour of Canada. It's raw, powerful, and energetic. Jack White is mesmerizing. And Meg, she's the backbone, driving those riffs into your soul. Next up, the incredibly talented John Mayer and his 2008 live album, Where the Light Is. A triple-disc epic showcasing every side of John's musical personality, acoustic sets, bluesy jams, and rock anthems. A masterclass in musicianship. Is there a voice more powerful, more emotionally resonant than Adele? Her 2011 Live at the Royal Albert Hall is a masterclass in heartbreak and raw talent. From the moment she steps on stage, she holds the audience in her hand. Let's take things back to the early 2000s when Coldplay first burst onto the scene with their anthemic, emotionally charged rock. Live 2003 captures the band at this pivotal moment, riding high on the success of their album A Rush of Blood to the Head. You can feel the energy of the crowd as they belt out every word to Clocks, the Scientist. Foo Fighters doing acoustic, trust me on this one. Skin and Bones, released in 2006, is one of their most powerful albums. Stripping back stadium rock anthems reveals a whole other side to the band. Dave Grohl's voice takes on a new vulnerability. Get ready to rock Muse's Harp, recorded at Wembley in 2008, is a sonic assault. Known for epic live shows, this album captures that energy. From soaring vocals to mind-bending guitar riffs, Harp will blow your mind. Next up, we've got a true American icon, the boss himself, Mr. Bruce Springsteen. His 2007 album, Live in Dublin, captures a special series of shows with his sessions band. Blending heartland rock with folk, blues, and gospel, this album showcases Springsteen's versatility. Let's talk about Pearl Jam, a band rocking our world for decades. Their 2011 album, Live on 10 Legs, spans 2 decades of live recordings. From early grunge to experimental, this album showcases Pearl Jam. Eddie Vedder's voice remains raw and powerful, and the band's chemistry is undeniable. Let's head back to the Royal Albert Hall for a night of pure indie rock bliss with The Killers. Their 2009 album, Live from the Royal Albert Hall, captures the band at their absolute peak, firing on all cylinders and ready to party. From the opening chords of Mr. Brightside to the anthemic sing-alongs of When You Were Young, this album is a non-stop adrenaline rush. Let's head back to the Royal Albert Hall for a night of pure indie rock bliss with the Killers. Their 2009 album captures the band at their peak, firing on all cylinders and ready to party. From the opening chords of Mr. Brightside to the anthemic sing-alongs of When You Were Young, this album is a non-stop adrenaline rush. Let's slow things down with Norah Jones and her 2008 album Live from Austin, Texas. Recorded for Austin City Limits, this album captures Norah at her most intimate. Her voice, smooth and emotional, wraps around you like a warm blanket. It's perfect for a quiet night in. Get ready to mosh, because Green Day's Awesome as F***K is a full-on assault of punk rock fury. Recorded on their 21st Century Breakdown tour, this album captures the band at their most raw and energetic. Billie Joe Armstrong is a whirlwind of energy, spitting out politically charged lyrics with a snarl. Green Day are at their best when they're angry, loud, and ready to tear down the house. Next up, we've got the UK's finest, the Arctic Monkeys, and their 2008 album At the Apollo. Capturing the band at the height of their early fame, riding high on their debut album's success. Alex Turner with his signature swagger and witty lyrics. Time to break out the tie-dye and hacky sacks because we're talking about the Dave Matthews Band and their legendary 1995 show at Red Rocks, released as an album in 2005. This album is widely considered one of their best. From the extended jams to Dave's signature vocals to the sheer energy of the crowd, Live at Red Rocks, August 15th, 95 is a must-have for any fan. Last, but certainly not least, Florence plus the Machine and their stunning 2012 MTV Unplugged performance. This stripped-back setting allows her voice to shine. 17 incredible live albums prove the magic of live music is alive and well. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just discovering their music, these albums show the power of live performance. They capture raw, unscripted moments that make live music special, moments of connection between artist and audience that stay with you long after the last note fades. So grab your headphones, crank up the volume, and experience the thrill of live music at home. Until next time, keep the music live.